Are you actually doing a live? Yes. Oh no! You wouldn't believe the fun I've had. One of my cameras has died. Well, not died, but it's not videoing. It's only hello everyone. Oh, you would not believe it. I've got a camera that's only taking photos. And
well, I'm going to get in the car now.
Get in the car. Jump in here. And I've totally missed all of the stuff that I'm supposed to do at the beginning. But what I'll do is I'll plug you in.
Oh my goodness.
Have we got
Here
the?
we go. Just a moment. There you go.
We're not having much luck here this afternoon. There you are. You are plugged in. We now have audio, and let's just do it. Let's just do it. I can't work out how to fix this thing to make it.
I'm not very good at these Facebook Lives, but
not very good.
No, I don't do them very often.
Okay.
Why don't you do them very often? I'm just trying to work out whether. So I think Facebook's changed a little bit lately. So
I think there's actually a few things that have changed on it. There's no doubts about that whatsoever. So, I can't get it working.
So I'm just trying to figure out whether I'm on the right mode.
It's taking photos. Are you? I'm not sure that we're running. It's not now. Now it will start. You've been talking to all these people.
Hello, everyone.
There you go.
I've just been picked up.
We've just been picked up.
Stephen Anderson has got me in his hypnosis car.
And we're not going to get to see ahead of us on the camera.
I'm safe. That's all I can say.
Oh, come on. You are totally incomplete. Well, actually, you know, they say that 80% of drivers, when surveyed, you've got your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
80% of drivers, when surveyed, say that they are above average drivers. So that sort of says to me that
most
there's a
people
lot of people
lying.
just don't have a clue. No, I wasn't going to put it quite that badly. No, most. Oh, hang on, big bus.
Yes.
This is a very little car. He can go first. Yeah.
Stay calm.
Yeah. No, that just means that they really don't have a clue. But I admit, you know. Have you ever seen road rage?
Well, now and then. I haven't actually been sort of the victim of it.
Me and my type of driving, I'm the type that causes it.
Oh.
Yeah. So how are you
why
feeling
would that,
now?
Why would that be?
How are you feeling now, Christina?
Do you see how I go in for a little bit of clarity straight away, just to sort of make myself feel a bit more comfortable?
Well, really, I'm right now. What am I doing? I'm driving down the street. I've got cameras everywhere. I'm talking to a lady while I'm supposed to be concentrating on the road, and and I'm really flustered because I've got a camera that's not working, and I didn't get to do the intro to my show. Do you want to hear the intro to my show?
Yes,
because normally,
please do the intro.
Normally you wouldn't hear it because
right.
it's said before you get in the car. Okay, so what I normally say is welcome to Hypnosis in Action. I am Stephen Anderson, the Outback Hypnotist, and we are going Smartie trekking. Are you ready? Smartie trekking across the Aussieverse.
Smartie trekking.
Because this is a smart trek.
Oh, of course, yes. Oh, look, that's good. I'm all about trekkie. Trekkie's the theme of the month.
Trekkie or trekking?
Trekking. Trekkie.
Well, trekkie is a totally different thing.
I know it is. I know,
but it's not really
cool,
because that's
good.
where I got the name from. I got the name from that song from the 80s, which was Star Trekking Across the Universe.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. And this is Smartie trekking.
Oh, good.
So the reason for Smartie trekking is that, I wish I had my front camera right now with people like that riding up this hill in the middle of the afternoon. Why would you do it?
Incredible. And there's another one coming up.
There's another one,
just
that
coming
we're not
behind
going to
another
see.
cyclist.
Yeah, that's it.
Coming up this hill. It must be a killer on the legs.
It's a mountain, Mount Cootha.
It is a mountain?
I don't know if
it's not a hill?
I don't know if it's one of our biggest mountains, but it is a mountain.
Yes.
And there's another one that we're not going to see because my front camera's not working.
Oh, well, we'll just have to describe what's going on.
We're not talking about the show here.
We're not.
No. The show is all about the fact that we hypnotise ourselves every day.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm of the firm belief that most of us do it the wrong way. Okay. So you get some people, And the small percentage of people, and they're the ones that I try and get in the Smartie, that are what I call the 1%ers, or even the 5%ers, who are either there or show signs of getting there. Okay, now I don't know exactly where there is, but what's happening?
I don't know. It's got a little bit of connection issue. We're too high in the sky for technology to deal with.
Might be what's happening. We're too far up into the.
So most of us don't really sort of aren't really doing it correctly. Aren't really sort of, what did you say?
Well, I said we hypnotise ourselves every day. Every one of us hypnotises ourselves every day.
Yep. Creating associations with things,
Well, okay, creating associations with things.
Yes.
I think
so NLP and all that sort of jazz, anchoring and through living. Yeah, is that what we're talking about?
Well, okay, let's go that way.
Oh, that was harsh.
We can say goodbye to your.
That was very harsh. I don't know whether I need to try. I want to trust this one.
No, it's always worked before.
Oh, of course it has done. That's not true at all. I saw Francesca drop her phone.
Francesca's was sitting there. I put that there because of what happened with Francesca.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, and I tried other things since, and okay. So
I'm sitting a bit awkwardly because I'm having to hold my phone because it's.
Well, you can take it off there and sit it there if you like.
It's very precious to me. Oh, okay. It feels like.
Okay, talk about that. Your phone is very precious to you.
Well, I think it is to most of us. It is to most of us because there's so much of our lives that revolves around the phone.
Yeah.
Like we connect to the world, we connect to our clients, we connect to our network of business associates, we connect to our friends. Phone. It's all on the phone, isn't it? It's phone. Like a little bit of the computer, but the phone is something that I think we hold it more dear because it actually comes with us everywhere we go during the day, and so we have a closer positive bond with it than we do our computer.
A closer positive. And tell me this: do you think we have a closer positive bond to that device than we have to many of our closer associates?
We probably do. We probably do because we're so invested in our phone. It does so much for us. It helps us navigate our way around the world during the day. Like I'm constantly Google Maps. I can't do without Google Maps to tell me.
Wow.
I can't do without my calendar to tell me what I'm doing in the next hour. That's pretty close connection. That's pretty scary, really. So what would happen if this died? It would make me feel a little bit nervous.
Okay. So we've got two things that we've got to do here before we go any further. Number one, I've been the most rudest person in the whole world. I have not introduced you.
No, you haven't introduced me yet.
And because, I was so flustered. So, Christina, will you tell the whole of the Aussie universe who you are?
Okay. Well, I'm Christina Bertram. That's
Hello,
my
Christina
name.
Bertram.
Hello. And I'm known as the Appreciation Marketing Mentor.
The Appreciation Marketing Mentor.
So I'm all about appreciation marketing and helping business people particularly understand how they can use appreciation marketing in their business life to help grow that connection they have with their business clients, particularly their network, and grow that relationship so that it can benefit, make their lives more meaningful, and help their businesses grow.
Right.
So it's about building that client loyalty through connection, through relationship, and in turn seeing that pay dividends in terms of your business growing.
So it's about making the people that you're dealing with, working with, feel good.
Yes.
That
is very much the focus. It is really about just growing that relationship, and through appreciation. So appreciation marketing is all about sending out, letting people know that you appreciate them in a whole range of different ways. And my particular focus is card and gifting,
right?
Because I've discovered a brilliant tool system
so
that
before
helps
we head
people
off
to
there-
do that so well and so easily and economically.
Okay.
But, there's a whole range of other ways you can appreciate clients as well.
Okay, so what I'm going to head back for is the other reason for hypnosis in action. Okay, when I get people into this little bubble,
Yeah.
my job during our next 20 minutes or so together is to try and work out a couple of ways that three ways. I try and work out 3 ways that you are hypnotising yourself every day. And I pick pretty special people because they tend to be hypnotising themselves in the wrong way. But I want to point out a way that many, many, many people are hypnotised. Would you have believed that that's the ABC?
Yes,
It wasn't really
I'm
a very
familiar.
big... Yeah, but anyway, back to what I was saying. The way a lot of people hypnotise themselves every day is in their attitude towards their devices. And there's a reason. And it's... And I'm not going to say it's hypnosis, but I am. It all comes down to what's happening in your brain.
Yes,
Okay?
definitely.
Now, there's certain reactions in your brain that make you feel good. Similar to what you were talking about just there a moment ago. Okay? Now, these devices that seem to be surrounding us at the moment do activate some of those reactions in the brain and in the body that makes you feel good, and it's actually addictive. Let's go on to another. Let's go on to another. Okay.
What do you...
Well,
Yes, okay, yeah.
So what I'm saying is that these are addictive. These bloody
They are
things there.
addictive.
And there's no doubt that they're addictive, and there's studies and all that sort of stuff that's
Yes.
done it. Okay? And we are generally finding ourselves addicted to them, and that's a function of the mind, and that's what hypnosis is. It's just a function of the mind. So let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay. I waffled a bit there, but I do that sometimes. Tell me a bit more about you.
Well,
About you.
about me.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, I want to know. You see, here you are. You're in a situation, and I think that you're in an interesting situation where you're in a, I guess, what you'd call a change. I don't want to say what I was about to say. You're changing career. You're changing everything you're doing. And you're
That's
at that
right.
you're at that certain
definitely.
age
So
where
it's very exciting.
there's a lot of us doing
It is very
right
exciting.
now. You know?
Yeah.
But that's, when I say there's a lot of us doing it, it's a long way from the most of the people. Most of the people aren't doing it. Most of the people are continuing
the
on with their life.
interesting thing about me is that I might not have been doing it had I not had a personal circumstance change in my life
Okay.
to as a catalyst to trigger all the changes that I've taken in my life, which is it's, and I now look back,
Do you want to tell us
while
about
at
that?
the time it was my background's corporate. I was working with the Federal Public Service for 26 years in various HR and roles, and then about 4 years ago, my daughter sort of came into some strife around that whole anxiety, depression sort of thing, and
Okay.
so she just had a big meltdown, and I just had to really sort of have a look at what I was doing and have a look at, changing what I was doing too, because I felt I really needed to be there to help her a whole lot more than what I was able to when I was doing full-time roles, which were quite demanding. So that led me to take some long-term leave from that role, and then I found I needed something to keep my mind ticking, and I really love to learn and I love to grow, and I needed more than just to be at home with my daughter. So, but I wanted to also make sure that whatever I did was not going to interfere with I still needed to give time, and so I was looking
want to
for
say something very controversial here.
Yeah.
Okay, you just said to me that you always want to learn and want to grow.
Yes.
But you came from the public service. Did you fit in?
I gave myself 2 years, 5 years max at the outset to be in the public service. It was never a long-term proposition for me. I just, and then interestingly enough, yes, it is a good place. It's a very, it's a good place if you want to grow, you want to have family and kids, and it does offer a bit of flexibility around all of that. But so I knew I wanted to have 2 kids, and so I ended up staying longer than I imagined by a long shot, because it was enabling me to do some juggling of home life and career and all that sort of thing, and up to a point, up to about 4 years ago, when the whole situation changed quite dramatically, and
so
that juggle act wasn't cutting the mustard anymore.
So during your time at the public service, did you find yourself in a position where you could grow as much as you wanted to, if you wanted to?
Oh, look, you can't actually grow in the direction you always want to. You don't have the same flexibility as if you're an entrepreneur, and you really choose which park you want to play in as an entrepreneur, and it's totally open. A lot more freedom. Of course, it's not all easy runs. It's hard work, but you've got that freedom certainly to walk the lifestyle you want to walk. In as I said, the paddock you want to play in. So, and fortunately, I was in a very big department. So there was quite a lot of room for movement, but so I did change a fair bit. Like, I started off in HR and then moved into management, and then moved into work process management and improvement, and then like project managing. So there was a little bit of variation there, but but enjoying the learning curve of just being a solopreneur at the moment, and all the hats you have to wear as a solopreneur. You're rich, you're the marketing manager, you've got to look after your finances, you've got to run everything. You've got to run your business, you've got to add value to your clients, you've got to be the systems controller, the procedure manager, the whole thing. So it's certainly, on my background has enabled me to probably jump into it more capably than had I not had that background. But it's certainly been I've had a lot to learn, and that's been exciting.
Okay, it's exciting. Tell me about the hardest thing that you've had to learn.
Oh, the hardest thing I've had to learn. That's a tough question, isn't it? The hardest thing, I suppose, is, like it's the selling side of things that's hardest for me. I've never been sort of really good at that.
Yeah.
That doesn't come naturally for me. I've never been naturally a self-promoter.
Right.
That might be a bit difficult now, but for you to see, I've learnt a bit.
It actually stands out greatly. It really does.
Sorry?
It does stand out.
What does?
That you are uncomfortable self-promoting.
Does it?
It does.
Oh, that's interesting. You comment on it, but that's probably been the hardest thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you need to get in there and do that as when you're in your own business, and you need to learn to do that.
Can I jump in there?
Yeah.
What do you feel like when you're doing that selling? What happens inside you?
What happens?
Yeah, so if you were to look at a situation in recent times where you were doing that, and you were to put yourself back in your body at that time, what do you notice?
Probably a bit tense in the stomach, yeah.
A bit tense in the stomach? Okay. And can you describe that a little bit more, that tense in the stomach?
I'm trying to put myself in the position. It's just probably just I don't know. It's not really butterflies. It's just sort of that, just a little bit of hard to say more than tense in the stomach. I mean,
okay. Could you put a shape to it?
It's probably like a curved rectangular thing.
A curved rectangular thing? Cool.
You know, with curved edges.
Yeah. Sort of like a loaf of bread.
I suppose so, a little bit like that.
A little bit, but not quite.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
More the capsule, capsule.
If it had a colour, what would it be?
My first thought was orange.
Orange. Okay, so we've got
weird?
an orange curved rectangular type shape in the pit of your stomach. Is it moving or is it still?
It's reasonably still.
It's reasonably still? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And reasonably still, what does that mean?
Well, it's shaking around in the car here at the moment.
But right now, you're back at that last time you were doing it. Yeah.
Probably jiggling a little bit. Maybe
Jiggling?
A little bit.
Okay. So by jiggling, does that mean that it's not solid like a loaf of bread, it's more like a slab of jelly?
No, it's not that shaky.
Not that shaky?
No.
Okay.
It's sort of like a capsule that might just be moving a little bit.
Okay.
Slightly.
Right, and that's in your tummy. Okay. So when you were this powerful HR executive in the, was it federal or state government? Federal government. And you were doing something that you were totally and completely confident about, what would that be? Something that you were just so good at that there really weren't too many people that could do it as well as you.
What was I doing? Put myself in the position of what I was doing, yeah?
Yeah, no, well tell me what it was you were doing. That you were that good at.
It was more, I suppose, when I planning stuff.
So you were pretty good at. You're a planner. You're a project manager type person.
Writing plans. Yeah.
Okay, so
events
planning and
things
writing
like that.
plans and events, and you were good at that. And how good?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
compared to everyone else around you in your department, how good?
Probably top 10%, maybe. Top
Okay.
10.
So a 10% or a 5%er?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't
Okay,
it?
but you were pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Pretty organised.
and when
Pretty
you
just really
pretty organised.
Pretty organised and
When you were pretty organised and pretty good at planning these events, and you'd finished one and you sat back and you looked at it and you said to yourself, that looks good.
Yeah.
How did you feel then?
Well, a sense of accomplishment, you know,
Okay.
a sense of I felt great.
Okay, you felt great. A sense of accomplishment, you felt great. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you remember one of those times?
Well, I can remember delivering a session, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where you felt really, really good about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you can remember that time? Can you?
Yeah.
Can we just go back there for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and tell me what you feel.
Okay. Tell me what. Probably just elation.
Elation, okay. And how does
Yeah,
that elation,
elation,
when you're feeling that elation, what do you notice inside or outside your body?
Just feeling really like a light of step, just really
Light of
bouncy.
step? Bouncy. Okay.
Yeah, just feeling really bouncy, light.
Okay.
Light.
How
Not
does-
heavy, light of weight, light.
Almost floating.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're feeling
Yeah.
like your body's full of something.
And a whizzing, really stimulated.
Really
in my
stimulated
mind,
in your mind.
Just,
So you-
just really high, like a natural high, I suppose it would be,
Okay.
like a.
Can you describe that natural high to me?
It's hard to describe, really, isn't it? It's just, just.
Well, put yourself back in that place and look around and feel what you were feeling then and see what you were seeing then. And notice what was around you and notice what was going on in your body and notice what you were hearing and what you were smelling, tasting. All of those things. Just notice them now.
Well, I don't have a very strong sense of the smell.
No smell?
No,
Okay.
I don't have a strong sense of the smell. Just a real sense of, euphoria. Just a real sense of, as I say, being light, being just feeling really, really
so you're
sort of
feeling light, like you're floating.
And with almost a little bit, you just get a little bit almost you're very euphoric, so you almost need a little bit of stilling. Someone to still you down a bit, like you just get really excited.
Okay. So when you're getting really excited, what do you notice there?
What do I notice?
Feel different parts of your body. Go searching different parts of your body and tell me what you feel and what you notice. I know they're all feeling light.
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to put myself back in that position really very, very strongly.
Okay, can you bring that forward to now?
Can I bring that forward
Yeah,
and imagine me doing it now?
Well, no, do it now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd probably just feel a real sense of a bit of a rush in my mind.
Right.
Just a real sense of wow, like.
Okay. So is that like, when you say a rush, is that like water rushing through your mind?
Yeah, it's kind of, it's a bit like that. It's
or
not full-on
wind?
water. It's just more wind. Yeah,
Right.
More like kind of wow,
And you
like
can
it's
feel that.
a lot of stuff going on.
You can feel that up here.
And probably a little bit heated, a
bit.
little bit warmer.
Okay.
Yeah, and very kind of stimulated.
Right.
Very stimulated, very light, very kind of wanting to move around. I'm wanting to kind of walk.
Right. Okay. So
yeah.
does that mean that your muscles are reacting to it?
Yeah, probably.
In what way?
How are they reacting? Well, they're wanting to kind of move. I think they're just feeling a little bit kind of, when you've just achieved something and then it's like a runner that's just completed a marathon or like something, that's exerted a lot of energy, and then you don't, they collapse, don't they? But you can't go to sleep straight away.
What do you do? So you can't
I
go to sleep
think
straight
I
away.
need to just work it out.
Okay.
I almost need to go walking around a bit and just letting it out, because you've got all this, you've built
You've
up
got all
this
this
rush
what?
and you need energy or whatever, and you need to let it out.
Where is it?
It's all over.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Okay. Can you feel that now? It's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour and make it just a little bit bigger? Okay.
Yeah.
And what part of your body isn't in now?
Well, I'm sort of sitting in a cocoon of energy. I'm
It's
letting
a
it out
cocoon.
here.
And
out here.
it's fully surrounding you.
Yes, it's
Does that
surrounding
have
me.
a colour?
It's probably green. Yeah,
Green.
it's
So
green.
you've got a green cocoon
Yeah.
of energy surrounding you when you are in that place where you're doing something fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's there now,
Yeah.
and you can feel it.
Yeah.
And can you make it a little bit stronger for me?
Yeah.
Just make it a little bit stronger.
Okay.
Okay. And is that feeling better?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? It feels. What does
Yes.
it feel like? Yes.
Well, I'm it's intensifying that energy, isn't it?
Okay, and that energy is intensifying?
It's an intensified energy, feeling of a rush. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want you to do is just take two fingers,
Yeah.
like that, and go tight.
Tight.
Okay, tight. Okay, and now build that energy. And build it.
What do you mean?
The energy in that cocoon, make it stronger. Are you making it stronger?
Yeah.
And stronger again.
Yeah.
And a little bit stronger now.
Yeah.
And as strong as you possibly can. And now let those fingers go. Okay, cool. Okay, now what I'd like to know is what you have for breakfast.
An egg.
An egg. A bit of protein. Nothing
Too
wrong
right.
with a bit of protein.
Gotta have some egg in the morning.
Absolutely. So now, can you do me a favour and bring that cocoon back and surround yourself in that green energy? And can you do that easily?
Yeah.
Okay, so and can you make it stronger?
Yeah.
And stronger again?
Yeah.
Okay, and now just grab those fingers and go like that. And now make it stronger. And make it a little bit stronger again. Okay, and then make it as strong as you possibly can.
It's going red now.
It's going red. Okay. Okay, now squeeze tight and let go.
Oh.
Okay, perfect. And now, what are you going to have for breakfast tomorrow morning?
An egg, darling, every morning.
And every morning. Is it just one?
2 actually now.
2 eggs. Good
now that
on
I've
you.
finished my
And
diet.
it's a whole egg, isn't it? It's not egg
2
whites
eggs.
or
no,
something.
No, boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
Yep.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Soft boiled eggs?
No.
No.
Hard-boiled.
I have to. Well, I love the dribbling down my chin, but the other day I had an egg that was just dribbled way too much.
Oh, you need
and I had to
toast.
go
You
home
need
and
toast
change.
soldiers if you're going to have red, runny, yellow. So no,
Can you do
I
me a-
don't do toast anymore.
Don't do toast. Can you do me a favour?
Yeah, what do you want?
I want you to bring that cocoon, that green cocoon. Bring it back up. Don't do that yet.
Oh.
Just bring the cocoon up.
Yeah.
Make it as strong as you possibly can. Okay? Make it simply spectacular.
Yeah.
Feel fabulous about it.
Yeah.
Okay, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, make it stronger still. Okay, and stronger again. And stronger again.
Yeah.
And now when you're nearly at the top, grip both fingers together. And now make it as strong as you possibly can and do it right now. And as soon as it's as strong as it possibly can be, let go. Okay, and how's that feel?
Good.
Okay, okay, now. What do you do at dinner time? Are you one of those fasters that doesn't eat dinner?
Oh no, I eat
No,
dinner.
you
Yes,
eat dinner?
yes,
Okay,
yes, I eat
okay.
dinner.
So what I want you to do, can you do this for me?
Yeah.
Okay, what I want you to do is go like that.
Now,
Right now, just straight like that, and what do you feel?
great.
And do it again. Now do you feel that cocoon? Do you feel that green
Yes,
cocoon come
yes.
back? It did, didn't it? It just
Yeah.
came back. Now do it again. And make it stronger as it comes back. And it's pretty cool, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
it's
well,
actually
yeah,
there
yeah.
again, isn't it?
I'm
Okay, so
associated,
now, and now do it one more time and tell me how strong it is in comparison to where it was before.
It comes back quicker, doesn't it?
It does come back quicker. Have you
Yeah.
made it back
And
to the
stronger.
point where it's as strong as
Yeah.
it was before?
Yeah.
Cool. Remember that little circular rectangle loaf that was in your tummy?
Yes.
Can you just put that back there? Okay, you got it?
I'm supposed to put that back
Yeah,
in.
just put it back in your tummy. Can you do that?
You mean my capsule?
Yeah, your capsule. Yeah. What
Okay,
was
I'll
it?
put it back
Brown.
in
Brown, wasn't it?
No, yellow.
Yellow.
All right.
Was it okay? Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is just take 2 fingers up and go like that. And feel it crush down underneath that cocoon.
It is a bit.
A bit?
That's right. Yeah.
So now,
The stomach tightens though.
It does,
But
doesn't
it's yeah. Is that what you feel when you do?
What has happened to that little capsule, that yellow capsule now?
Oh, it's not there yet. No,
Okay,
not
so
there,
what I
not
want you to do is imagine the next time you have to go ahead and do that selling thing. Okay, when's that going to happen next time? Actually, let's go back to the last time. When's the last time you had to do it? The last time you had that capsule? Remember it?
Oh well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
Sweet, yeah.
Okay, and are you feeling that capsule in your tummy?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so what I'd like you to do, you know what I'd like you to do, don't you?
Yeah.
Go and do it. With your fingers.
With the fingers first?
Squeeze it, yeah. Bring the cocoon up. The cocoon's there?
Yeah.
How's that capsule feeling?
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Nothing there.
Good. Nothing there in your
Nothing
tummy
there.
at all. At all?
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
It's good, isn't it?
Okay, so now...
No capsule.
No capsule. So now, what I'd like you to do is just let those fingers go. And now, just see if you can bring that capsule back. Let's go forward in time to the next time you're going to do it.
You want me to put the capsule back in there again?
No, I want you to see if you can find it. I want you to go forward in time to the next time you're going to do that selling thing. And I want you to see how you feel. So tell me, how do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good. Like there's
You're
no
feeling
capsule.
pretty good. No
Well,
capsule at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is.
Now, I'm
capsule.
serious here. We
Yeah, I know.
are at a place where at the next time you are
Yeah.
going to sell.
Well, I've got my bubble.
You got your bubble, okay?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
And you're right in front of that person you're looking at,
yep,
okay?
yep.
And you've got your bubble, your green bubble, and
Yep.
how's your belly feeling?
Good.
Good.
Tight.
And
I
tight.
don't have any room for capsules.
No room for capsules.
Yeah, well, no, it's good.
So, but seriously,
yeah.
the next time that you're in that situation, that you are going to do that thing that used to be a problem, how do you think you're going to go?
I think I'm going to be a whole lot better.
Why do you think that?
I'll feel better if I
You'll
can just,
feel
you know,
better.
yeah. I'll be able to, yeah. Well, as you say, do the finger thing. Maybe
Do the
that'll
finger
be,
thing.
and then that'll.
Okay, so do the
Yeah.
finger thing now and tell me what you feel.
Well, I remember immediately. I can see an energy bubble around me.
A green energy bubble?
Green energy bubble. Yes.
The moment you put your fingers together?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay. So at the beginning of this, actually, let's do it one more time. Let's go 3 months ahead. 3 months into the future.
Yep.
Put yourself in a place where you're going to sell.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And notice how I don't use that word negatively, because it's something we all do.
Yep.
Tell me, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You're standing there right in front of actually quite an intimidating person.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing there in front of someone who's pretty impressive, who you look at and think, wow, I reckon I could be happy if I was a little bit more like they are, and you now need to turn and make the sale. How's your tummy feeling now?
I'm doing the finger thing.
And you're doing the finger thing, and
it's good. It's good. I'm feeling confident.
You're feeling confident?
It's almost given me, when I do the finger,
Yeah.
and I get the green energy bubble around me, it tightens my posture, and I just feel stronger,
Right.
and I feel confident.
You're feeling
Yeah. So yeah.
stronger and you're feeling confident.
Yeah. So it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, hypnosis in action took a totally different path today, didn't it?
Did it?
How are you feeling?
How am I feeling right now?
Right now.
Good.
You're feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
And confident?
Quite energetic.
And
yeah,
energetic.
Quite energetic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And do
am.
you think, I'm going to ask the question again, the next time you've got to make the sale, how are you going to be?
I think I'll remember that the finger thing in my capsule as a visualization.
Right.
And I think that will remind me to
So when
be
you've got the...
confident and remember that I can be, and I am. I have got a lot to be confident about.
So hang on, I'm confused here. When we began, you had a little capsule in your belly, and now you've got a big capsule surrounding you.
Well, it's a energy,
An energy.
bubble.
Okay, a bubble. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting.
Yeah, it's very powerful. There's a lot of power in how we make connections in our minds and how we anchor ourselves to little actions like that and can get back into that place.
You know what
where we
those
need
little
to
actions
be.
are actually called?
Well, I've dabbled with neuro-linguistic programming
They're called
previously.
Anchors.
Yeah.
They are called anchors,
They
yeah.
are called anchors.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
hope, because I don't know why, I just felt like doing that and it worked out really well, I think. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was good.
And are you able now to use that as you move forward?
I think so. I will.
Cool.
I think so. That's
We've
really
come
good.
to the end of our trip.
We have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was great fun. I had a great
Yeah.
time. Now before we go, can you think of someone that should be sitting in that seat where you are when I do another show? That you'd like to dob
my
in
friend
for me?
Susan Jagannath.
Susan Yaganoff. Do
Oh,
I know Susan
definitely.
Yaganoff?
Have you, yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes, no, she's been my crew buddy.
Okay.
All year.
All year.
So you would know her. She's actually
Okay.
doing a big trek at the moment. She's Himalayas.
Yes, I do know Susan. Yes.
She's on her way to commence her trek of her lifetime. She's been planning it for years and years and years, and she's
And she's off to do it.
But
That's
when she comes
sensational.
back,
when she comes back, we should bring her
talk to
on
her.
Hypnosis in Action.
I think so.
Thank you very much for coming here today. I had a great time. It was good fun. I hope you enjoyed it too.
I did too.
And I think we're done. I think that's us.
All
Say
right.
bye-bye to everyone.
Okay.
See you later.